Disclaimer: Kern Valley State Prison homicide, investigation, and educational overview. Disclaimer: this content is presented purely for educational purposes. It does not promote, glorify, or encourage any form of illegal activity. All names, events, and organizations referenced are based on publicly available records and open source research. Viewer discretion is advised due to the sensitive nature of the subject matter. Kern Valley State Prison, KVSP, located in Delano, California, stands as one of the state's most secure correctional institutions, responsible for housing over 3,100 individuals in minimum, medium, and high security custody. Established in 2005, KVSP serves as a microcosm of the broader California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation (CDCR) system, which faces ongoing challenges related to safety, rehabilitation, and institutional management. In May 2025, KVSP became the focus of public attention due to the tragic death of Timothy Whelan, an incarcerated person whose passing led to a high-profile investigation and renewed discussions on prison safety and oversight. This narrative provides a factual, educational, and compliant account of the incident and its broader implications within the correctional landscape. The incident, May 21, 2025. On the afternoon of May 21, 2025, at precisely 1:41 p.m., an altercation occurred inside Kern Valley State Prison involving three incarcerated individuals, Timothy Whelan, William A. Nesler III, and Edward R. Holden III. According to official reports from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Nesler and Holden allegedly initiated an attack on Whelan within the facility. Prison staff responded immediately, first deploying verbal commands in an attempt to stop the incident, then utilizing chemical agents as a further measure to separate the parties involved. Emergency medical response protocols were triggered, including activating the 911 system and providing on-site medical attention. Despite efforts to save his life, Timothy Whelan sustained injuries consistent with the use of an improvised weapon. He was transported to the prison's triage and treatment area, where medical staff pronounced him deceased at 2:12 p.m. Notably, no staff members or additional incarcerated persons were injured in this event. At the scene, officials recovered two improvised weapons, further intensifying the seriousness of the situation. Immediate institutional response. Following the incident, both William A. Nesler III and Edward R. Holden III were relocated to restricted housing pending an exhaustive investigation. The prison implemented a temporary limitation on population movement, a standard procedure designed to maintain institutional safety and preserve evidence during major investigations. The KVSP Investigative Services Unit began coordinating with the Kern County District Attorney's Office to lead the inquiry. Simultaneously, the Office of the Inspector General was notified, and the Kern County Coroner's Office was tasked with determining the official cause of Whelan's death. These overlapping investigative efforts are emblematic of California's multi-agency approach to in-custody incidents, underscoring the commitment to transparency and due process within the correctional environment. Backgrounds of the individuals involved. Timothy Whelan, age 56 at the time of his death, had a lengthy history within the California criminal justice system. He was most recently received from Los Angeles County on July 16, 2007, where he was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole following a conviction for second-degree murder. Whelan's legal background also included a March 14, 2005 sentence, also out of Los Angeles County, of 2 years and 8 months for the discharge of a firearm at an unoccupied vehicle or dwelling, as well as possession of a firearm by a felon's sentences set to run concurrently. His time in custody brought further complications. On December 3, 2009, while incarcerated, he was sentenced in Imperial County to 1 year for possession or manufacture of a deadly weapon by a prisoner. Later, on May 14, 2014, Kern County sentenced him to 4 years for possession of a controlled substance categorized as an in-prison offense and counted as a second strike. William A. Nesler III, 43 years old as of 2025, was received at KVSP from Tuolumne County on June 20, 2005. He faced a sentence of life with the possibility of parole for first-degree murder, as well as an additional 3 years for the manufacture, sale, or possession of a weapon, sentences to be served concurrently. While in custody, Nesler accrued further convictions. On July 17, 2013, Sacramento County added a 1-year sentence for possession of a controlled substance within jail or prison. On April 25, 2019, Del Norte County sentenced him to 9 years for assault with a deadly weapon or force likely to cause great bodily injury, an in-prison offense. This sentence was enhanced due to a prior conviction for a serious felony, classifying him as a second striker within California's three strikes law. Edward R. Holden III, age 35, was most recently received from Delano County. He is serving a sentence of life with the possibility of parole for first-degree murder, including enhancements for the intentional discharge of a firearm causing great bodily injury or death, discharge of a firearm, and use of a firearm. Additionally, Holden received a 2-year concurrent sentence for possessing or owning a firearm as a person prohibited from doing so. His record reflects the complexity and cumulative nature of California's sentencing practices, particularly for those convicted of serious offenses and in prison violations. Investigative process and oversight. The investigative process at Kern Valley State Prison reflects California's commitment to due process and transparency. The KVSP Investigative Services Unit operates alongside the Kern County District Attorney's Office, ensuring all evidence is collected, reviewed, and documented according to legal standards. Notifications to the Office of the Inspector General and the Kern County Coroner's Office are designed to ensure independent oversight and prevent conflicts of interest. These procedures are essential for maintaining public trust and ensuring accountability within the correctional system. Following such an incident, the prison environment is subject to a temporary lockdown or restricted movement. This facilitates the protection of potential evidence, ensures witness safety, and allows investigators to conduct interviews without outside interference. In parallel, family members of those involved are notified through official channels, and updates are often provided to the public as information becomes available. Institutional profile: Kern Valley State Prison. Kern Valley State Prison has played a critical role in California's correctional infrastructure since opening its doors in 2005. The institution houses a diverse population, including minimum, medium, and high security individuals. Its capacity exceeds 3,100 people, supported by a workforce of approximately 1,500 employees. In addition to maintaining safety and security, KVSP offers a variety of academic classes and vocational training programs aimed at supporting rehabilitation and preparing individuals for successful reintegration upon release. Despite its resources and modern facilities, KVSP, like many large correctional institutions, faces ongoing challenges, including the management of high-risk populations and the prevention of in-custody incidents. The events of May 2025, culminating in the death of Timothy Whelan, serve as a stark reminder of these challenges and the importance of continual vigilance, oversight, and commitment to reform within the prison system. Broader context: in-custody incidents in California. Incidents such as the one at Kern Valley State Prison are not isolated occurrences. Across California's prison system, correctional officials, lawmakers, and oversight agencies regularly contend with complex issues related to institutional safety, access to rehabilitation programs, and the rights of incarcerated persons. When in-custody deaths or serious incidents occur, they trigger comprehensive reviews, sometimes resulting in policy changes or new training for staff. These processes are essential to upholding the standards of safety and justice required by both state and federal law. California's approach to corrections emphasizes a balance between institutional security and rehabilitative opportunities. Programs in education, vocational training, and substance abuse treatment are central to the mission of reducing recidivism and preparing individuals for positive societal engagement upon release. Nevertheless, maintaining order within large correctional facilities remains a constant challenge, requiring ongoing collaboration between security staff, medical professionals, mental health experts, and administrative personnel. Conclusion: the investigation into the May 21, 2025 death of Timothy Whelan at Kern Valley State Prison underscores the complexities of managing a secure and humane correctional environment. Through swift staff response, multi-agency oversight, and adherence to established protocols, the CDCR and its partners demonstrate their ongoing commitment to transparency, accountability, and continuous improvement. Kern Valley State Prison remains a focal point for broader discussions on correctional safety, rehabilitation, and the responsibilities of the state to those in its care. By understanding incidents such as this through a respectful, educational, and fact-based lens, the public can better appreciate the efforts and challenges inherent in California's modern correctional system. Educational purpose. This article is intended for educational purposes only. It is based on publicly available records and open-source research. No part of this content is meant to glorify, promote, or endorse any form of illegal activity. All individuals and events discussed are presented as part of a factual and historical record in accordance with YouTube's community guidelines and standards.